Okay, what you're going to need for this DIY is a binder, A4 notepads, Sharpies, biro pens, pencils, a paper plate, PVA glue, sponge brushes, plain pencil case, washi tape, buttons, any photos of Cimorelli, sellotape, and any A4 collages of Cimorelli. The first DIY is going to be Cimorelli pencils. Okay, the first thing you want to do for this DIY is cut a piece of sellotape that is just a little bit bigger than your photo. You don't want to cut it too long like I did, as it won't go around your pencil. You need to remember that it's just going around the pencil, not anything bigger than that. You want it just so it fits nicely. Okay, you then want to get your photo, I used Christina for this example, and place your sellotape so that the photo is right in the middle of the. You then want to wrap your photo around the pencil, leaving a little bit of space between the top of the pencil and where you place the photo. You then want to get your washi tape and cut a small piece of washi tape. Again, I cut mine too big as I didn't guess the sizings right. But you want to cut a small piece that will wrap around the top and the bottom of your photograph that is on the top of your pencil. Okay, you then want to get your washi tape and wrap it around the top and the bottom of your pencil, making sure you hide the sellotape marks with your washi tape and pressing down, making sure the edges are flat. I then grabbed a pink Sharpie, as it is Christina's favourite colour and this is Christina's pencil, and wrote Christina's name on the flat part of the pencil. If you are using a rounded pencil, this might be a little bit harder and might take a little bit more time. And there you go, you have a nice pencil with Christina's photo on the top and name on the side. These are perfect for when you're going to school. I also went through and did this for each other sister, making sure I wrote their name in their favourite colour or one of their favourite colours, and then I had my own little set. Okay, this is the finished product. I did a similar thing with pens, I just used a different photo and did not write the name in Sharpie. Okay, the second DIY is going to be a Cimorelli pencil case. Now before we start, I suggest that you get a shiny pencil case, as I found that a fabric one, the Sharpie did run a little. Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is place a piece of paper on the inside of your pencil case. As I was using super glue, I didn't want the glue to go through and stick my pencil case together. I then created a nice pattern with the buttons. I didn't want to use too many as I felt they would fall off if they were in my backpack or in my bag taking them to school. Okay, I then went on to super gluing the buttons to my pencil case, but I soon realised that the glue wasn't going to stick them together as the fabric was a bit weird. So after this, I then went on to sewing the buttons on, as it was an easy fabric to sew onto, so it just depends what pencil case you choose to DIY. If you did super glue your buttons onto your pencil case, you then want to get a hard cover or book. I used a university prospectus and place it on top of your buttons. You then want to grab your Sharpies and create anything, any pattern, any words, put anything you want on your pencil case. I just went for the very simple Cimorelli and then covered the rest of it in dots and hearts, as it was very plain, very simple, and it wasn't going to stand out too much if I was to use it. So on the back of my pencil case, I did put Million Bucks, as it is one of my all-time favourite Cimorelli songs, and it was one of the first ones I ever listened to. Okay, this next DIY is going to be A4 Cimorelli notebooks that have your own Cimorelli collage on the front. This is so simple to do. All you need to do is get your PVA glue and cover the front of your A4 notebook with glue. You only want a thin layer, as I found that the paper did curl a bit because I put a bit too much on. So you just want a thin layer all over the front of your book. You then want to grab your A4 Cimorelli collage that you have made and printed off, and try and line it up to the edges as best as possible. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit off, it's DIY, it's not meant to look perfect. But then you just want to put it on and smooth it out as much as you can. Get rid of any air bubbles, flatten the edges, and then put a hard item on top of your book. Again, I usually... Okay, the last DIY is going to be Cimorelli binders. These are one of my favourites to make, as you can just go crazy and do whatever you want with them. Okay, you want to grab your photos of Cimorelli. I made a lot of small ones. You just want to place them at different positions on the front of your binder, but make sure that you do leave space for writing and lyrics and whatever you want to put on your binder. I just placed a load of random photos all over the binder. I put some close to each other, some far apart. I used some square photos. As you can see, I cut around the edge of one of the photos. Just make it as unique as possible. And then once you've got your photos, you want to stick them all on with PVA glue. So once your photos are dry and they are stuck on completely, you then want to grab all your Sharpies and do whatever you want to the front. I wrote lyrics, quotes that Cimorelli have said in videos, I put song titles, everything like that. I wrote their names. I put, hey, I'm Christina, I'm Catherine, I'm Lisa, I'm Amy, I'm Lauren, I'm Danny, and we're Cimorelli, right in the middle of the file, just so it would stand out. I completely forgot to film this, but once you've added your Sharpie and you're completely finished with your binder, you do want to go over the front and side of your binder with PVA glue. This just helps the writing and the photos last a lot longer, and it gives the final touch a bit of a shine if you have used a matte folder. Now onto the giveaway. I will be giving away one of these binders, the 2 notebooks that I have made, the pens, the pencils and the pencil case, all to one of you lucky winners. This giveaway is international, so you can win anywhere in the world. All you need to do to enter is this. Make sure you've subscribed to me on YouTube, you have liked this video. You then need to comment down below what was your favourite DIY out of the 4 that I did create. And then you also, in that comment, you need to leave your Twitter handle, as I will be able to find you on Twitter then. You can enter as many times as you like, and the winner will be announced on Twitter exactly 10 days from now. So that will be the 30th of August, and then your item will be shipped out a few days later. Good luck!